Hello, hello. And this is Woman to Woman podcast. I am Michaela, and I'm here with my lovely co host, Ray Baby with the Debbie. Debbie not on duty. Mm, all right. Well, we just got right today, y'all. And we are at the TDR podcast
Live
showcase.
showcase.
Yes, we have been um, so graciously invited by Tone. Shout out to Tone. And we are here with you guys. We just want to do some talking. We just want to kick it with you guys. Kind of um, see what we have going on here. Ray, before we jump in, let them know where they can find Woman to Woman.
So if you have Instagram, you can catch us on Woman to Woman. That's the number 2_podcast. Make sure you check us out on Facebook at Woman to Woman, the number 2 podcast. Like, share, subscribe. You can catch us on all podcast platforms. So iTunes, Spotify, Spreaker, and iHeartRadio.
Yes. So as we always say, and even in this instance, feedback is love.
It's love.
It's love. So
It's
let us know how
love.
we're doing. Let us know what you felt about us. Going live today. Interact with us if you can. We are also streaming live currently on Instagram,
On our personal pages.
on our personal pages. So you can find me at Kiss the K. KISSTHAKAYY. Tune in, talk to us, ask us any questions.
You can catch me on Instagram at Hello Tootsie. Do not ask what it means because I'm not gonna tell y'all. But HELLOTOOTSIE.
I believe you told us.
But I probably didn't tell them, so I ain't gonna tell them.
But if you want to know what Hello Tootsie means,
Bitch, you don't even know.
We do know.
even
It's on
know.
one of our episodes. You explained to us what it means.
Oh.
So look
Look
into
it up.
some of our episodes if you're curious. So we just kind of want to jump right in on what has been the most exciting, I would say, history making.
But before we do,
Okay.
so on Halloween,
Yes.
we did have a party. Despite what everything going on with COVID, we was able to at least have our first event. We had a Halloween party called a Grave Affair. So before we get into everything, we do want to say thank you to everyone that came, whether you purchased a ticket and was unable to come,
Yes.
help with flyer, like, share, subscribe, whatever the case may be. We do appreciate for everyone that came out, supported us
Yes.
for our first event. It was lit. We sold out.
We did.
We appreciate you all.
And we appreciate the support, as she said, and we look forward to partying with you guys more in the future, depending on the outcome of COVID. Hopefully it is the near future. Only time will tell. So check us out, stay tuned. We're definitely gonna be doing something here soon. Facts. So back to what we were talking about before. We got a new president, Ray, and a vice president. How you feel, Pooh? Okay. Yes. Shout out to Joe Biden. And most importantly, shout out to Kamala, Miss Harris, Auntie Kamala. We can call her Auntie for now. Let's see how she do. But I'm proud. Period.
I almost cried.
I almost cried. And then she had the nerve to come out to some Mary J. Blige to give her speech.
Oh, I ain't see that.
Yes, Pooh. She came out to some Mary. I said, yeah, this is an auntie for the people.
That probably was my nap time.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that was like 7:00. 7:00.
I was asleep.
Yeah, they did their speeches. She did. I guess what would this be considered? Like their commencement speeches? No, acceptance speeches. And she came out and she was very gracious and it's good to see.
Well, before we get into that one, Auntie.
Okay.
Because she Auntie.
That's Auntie right now.
That's Auntie. Let's talk about let's take it back a few days though.
Okay, Lord have mercy.
So where were you when all this initially started, election day?
Honestly, I was in between working from home as well as being at home with my family. I did go vote.
You damn skipper, you went.
Absolutely.
Vote?
So I voted because there's early voting, there's the absentee ballots that you had the option of participating in. And I guess that's why it was so delayed due to the absentee ballot count. But I went and voted the day of, and I just kind of was very anxiously sitting back and waiting to see what the results would be. What about you? Where were you?
I'm at work.
Okay.
And we got like 10 TVs on the floor. And the way my desk is set up,
Okay.
I got a TV right in front of me.
Period.
So it was actually kind of, I don't want to say weird, but it was kind of cool because I was able to kind of hear like everybody else saying like I heard one person say like, oh shit, this looking like 2016 all over again. I don't know, because when everything was starting to be tallied,
right, it was, everything was turning red.
Listen,
yeah, I be smoking, my cigarettes sometimes. I was chain smoking. I said,
I'm gonna ask for cigarettes.
I said, bring me a square.
I'm like,
bring me a square, short me.
Look. Yeah, new pack 100.
Okay. And that's so funny that you would say that, because it was just so frustrating to see that the last 3 months of Trump's campaign, right? He encouraged all of his supporters and anyone who was interested in voting for him to go in person and vote.
Okay.
The mail-in ballot is fraudulent. It's not accurate. Like, I encourage all of my supporters to go in on election day and vote. So my homie, of course, the initial ballots are going, anybody who voted for you, as you encouraged, was going to go in person and vote. So it was just really frustrating for me to see, after they started counting the absentee ballots or the mail-in ballots, that he was calling fraud.
Yeah.
Can we cuss on here? Nigga. Like, what you thought? Well, I just didn't know. But it's like, what did you think? What did you think?
I wasn't surprised that he called fraud.
I wasn't surprised. But I'm
gonna tell you though.
Was you nervous?
Bitch, going to that poll, I texted my mom. I said, be safe. Listen, because I told somebody at work, I'm gonna be real with you. I will fade me a motherfucker today.
Okay.
You run up and I'm trying to get in here and get my vote in.
Okay.
Because this ain't Texas. God damn it. We Milwaukee.
Right.
I beat your ass and cast my vote at the same time.
Okay, period. And get your sticker before you go. Hello.
Period. I voted.
Okay. Period. In your mugshot, like, I voted. With your sticker on. Okay.
But it's like, because like this, I would say, since I've been 18, or since been old enough to vote, I would say this has been one of the most intense presidential elections, and I would say dangerous as well.
I agree.
Like, I saw somebody online was like, yeah, Texas blue. He basically won Texas. Then Texas looked red. I wasn't surprised. Yeah, y'all try to run Joe Biden off the damn road. I wasn't surprised.
Yeah, and you know what? And I was really worried because
run Joseph off.
A lot of Trump supporters.
Joseph,
hold on. I seen a post. I seen a post on Facebook.
But when you looked at the ballot, it said Joseph. Who the fuck is this person?
Listen. When I was voting, I was like, "Hey, Joseph. Who the fuck is Joseph?"
Hey, did you see Joseph picture back in the day? That was Joseph. Joseph was fine.
Yeah, that was Joseph.
Hey, Joseph.
I
mean, y'all to hurry so I can see who my new daddy is.
Okay, period. No, I seen people on Facebook calling him Joseph Marquise Devon Biden. I said, yes, for the people.
You see the one where they I am so Jonathan since Kamala in office, hook her hair up, and get her
listen, I'm gonna need Arrogant Bate to come on in. I'm just saying, man, Arrogant. That's
Tay.
Arrogant Tay. Go ahead,
honey.
Go ahead.
Finish what you were saying though.
But Trump supporters, to me, they are so radical. So it was really worrying because, first and foremost, on the day of our party, we were running around getting stuff together as any party planner or any party hostie would. So I was at Menards, I believe, in West Allis.
Save big money at Menards.
Okay, period. So I was in Menards, and I come out and there's like a Trump rally or people like maybe protesting like, go Trump, go Trump. But honestly, I was nervous because there's the radicals that are not so sane for one. But all of them was armed.
Okay, they were strapped.
The big ass intimidating trucks with the big ass flags and the signs, and they had somebody dressed as Trump with a Trump mask dancing, and I'm like, y'all motherfuckers is out y'all damn mind.
When they was dancing, you know what they should have did? You about to lose your
Okay.
job. Get this dance. You about to lose your job. Go ahead. Sorry.
Like he lost his motherfucking
Because
job.
I was doing that all through the house.
He lost his job. And so I was just really worried because I'm like, in my mind, all Trump supporters are people who have radical beliefs, who are at this point racist,
Okay.
and practice all of their amendments, right, especially the right to bear arms.
Okay.
And I just feel like when Trump was saying statements, and his family and his son was saying statements more specifically, my father will go to war over this election. You know, Trump supporters are extra, they're radical, and they are fucking nuts. Why would you make statements like that? Is so inappropriate
Like
to do.
You encouraging it.
Like you encouraging it or bullying us to kind of go one way or another to keep
I'm still
the
not
peace.
surprised though.
I'm not surprised at
with
all.
everything with Black Lives Matter, with everything that's been going on.
Mm-hmm.
What you do, bro? And you asked for everybody to go out and vote. That's what everybody did.
And
it's
so,
celebrities that
right.
even come out and vote for Trump. Not Trump, excuse me, for Obama. Method Man never voted at all until this election.
Yeah, because this was an important one. This was the most important election. And honestly, like Obama's election, that was important. That made history.
Mm-hmm.
We needed that as the African Americans of the United States.
Mm-hmm.
But this election I honestly feel like it's so much bigger than black or white. It's about our survival at this point, especially in regards to how Trump handled COVID. Like that's insane. Like we need somebody that has the political background, that has the political experience to be able to tackle such a serious issue as COVID. A lot of people have lost their lives. Rest in peace to those. Condolences to the families of those people. But it's time that we have somebody in office that knows what they're doing and knows how to get the job done. Not to say Joe Biden is perfect.
Right.
He's made his mistakes and he's honest about it. Mm-hmm. But he is way more qualified with where we are today in America.
It wasn't just
back to you. No, I'm just playing. You know how that's how they be on CNN.
Yes. Now back to you and back to you in the live room.
Yes.
No, it wasn't just COVID for me. I just feel like all the Twitter rants.
Yeah,
you childish.
It's and that's dangerous.
You childish,
and that's dangerous. And it's like, you know, him going on Twitter and expressing, you know, everything that's going on in the White House, mm-hmm. everything that's going on in America, our financial standing of everything. You are making us as a country so vulnerable, being so vocal about what's going on.
Okay, so how do you feel about, because it's a few celebrities, mm-hmm. you know. Everyone is entitled to their opinion, mm-hmm. but there's a few celebrities though that endorse Trump.
Okay, and African American celebrities to be
because
more
apparently Lil Wayne was one of them.
Yeah,
50 Cent was one of them.
Mm-hmm.
I still don't watch Power.
Never will.
Bitch,
I've never watched the episode of Power in my life, and I never will. I have no respect for.
I thought y'all asked earlier you watched Power before.
No, that was what's her. That was the homegirl.
Okay.
She said she ain't gonna stop watching it, and that's
yeah.
And I definitely understand that. I have no respect for 50 Cent at all. I think he's disgusting, honestly. As a father, as a man, as someone to be in a relationship with. No, absolutely not. I will never support. I mean, except Goat Shawty, because you know it's my birthday once a year, you know. So, but
it's
other than that,
is that in my song?
But you know, it one time for somebody don't replace that shit too.
Oh,
to where I don't have to I'm perfectly okay with not supporting anything 50 Cent does because of his actions.
I was going with that. What's that? That is so Aries.
Okay, you already know.
I was going with the Uncle Luke. Okay.
Yes, but like they like I know that they voted for Trump, but you have to think about it like this, or they were in support of Trump.
Yeah, because they want like motherfucking taxes cut.
And I understand, and you know that's them. But you got to understand, just like how we see people that come up in the community, but maybe not as affluent, maybe not as big. It's people that come up and forget who the fuck they are, who are not humanitarians, who are not, you know, giving back to the communities, who act like they don't remember where they came from. You can't expect that. You can't not expect that from a celebrity who's done that in an extravagant way.
But this is my thing. This year, 2020 has been a year of canceled celebrities. Am I right or am I wrong? Everybody want to cancel some damn
And I don't
body.
think that's right.
Everybody want to cancel Doja Cat. Everybody want to cancel somebody else. So my thing is, though, keep the same energy. Hold your same people accountable. That's
Very
my
true.
thing, because you making more money than me. You make $400,000 a year, or whatever the case may be, on the light end for some people. Hell yeah, your motherfucking taxes should be whacked. My mama gets raped and she makes nowhere
And I
near
do
that.
too. And I got kids, and I ain't even that fortunate enough. You know what I'm saying? So I understand that.
Hell, Wesley Snipes went to jail for tax evasion. This motherfucker
Okay, his
only,
black ass.
this motherfucker only paid like what, $164 underneath $200. Goddamn it, you sent my nigga Wesley to jail?
His little
Yeah, I
black
felt
ass.
that. I was in my feelings for a minute.
Can you imagine Wesley Snipes' black ass in an orange jumpsuit? I'm just saying, Wesley in an orange jumpsuit. He better lay low. I'm saying.
Hey, that motherfucker was Blade.
Okay.
He was Blade at something.
He was Blade.
Y'all seen Blade to jail? No,
He came out of jail butter knife. Okay.
No,
he came out of jail
No,
reformed.
motherfucker.
Okay.
What was his name on New Jack City? You sent that motherfucker to
I ain't got time. I hate
Nino.
that.
You sent Nino Brown.
Nino Brown.
Shit, sit your $5 ass down.
I do not. I hate New Jack City.
Shut your mouth.
I do not like that movie.
Bitch.
That movie, it just makes me. I hate that movie so much.
I could punch you dead in your damn nose.
I really do not. I know everybody says that. I do not like that movie. I feel like it is such a
That is a
horrible
classic
depiction of the crack cocaine epidemic of the 80s and 90s.
Motherfuckers was crack babies back then.
Yeah, for real. But I just didn't like the movie. It put a bad taste in my mouth.
That's a classic. Let me do it.
Okay, shit. Well then,
Damn.
I don't like that movie.
Then what else movie you don't like? That's a part of culture. What the?
Well, you know, I haven't seen many. You know, girl, you already know this. We've talked about this.
Well, we're gonna have to bring this shit back because
we gotta have like a movie day or something. And invite our
well,
we should have like a podcast.
I never seen Boomerang, so
that's what I mean.
I just know when she was
Girl,
like,
that's a good.
I just know the part was like, you go turn down pussy like this,
pussy. She was like, Marcus, darling.
get it smack in your face. No man could turn down this pussy. That's what you probably know. I like that part though.
Girl, you be giving Grace Jones too, Pooh. You do.
That's
do.
not hard.
And you so cute with it too.
You
look.
Don't be trying to make me blush.
You be giving Grace Jones for sure. Yeah. But we see really quick here before we continue, we do see that people are hitting us up because we do have all of our pages kind of linked into our live today. Unfortunately, we cannot see anything that is being commented. But we do appreciate the feedback because I seen Carla, shout out to you, boo. I see you commenting something.
I
we
wear
can't
glasses, so I can't see the shit right now.
Yeah, but shout out to everyone who's tuning in. Shout out to everyone who is giving their opinions. And we can definitely circle back and continue the conversation at another time for sure. But I just seen them, so I didn't want to think that we were ignoring them. So I just wanted to say something.
That's fine. I'm still back to this damn New Jack City. My feelings hurt.
Okay, Pooh. Damn it.
Damn, did you see Friday?
Girl, I love Friday.
Did you see all three of them?
Of course.
I really want to know what the fuck haven't you seen? You seen Vampire in Brooklyn?
Of course. So the only movie that I have yet to see that was like a black cinema classic is I fell asleep on Jason's Lyric because I tried to watch that. And then Menace to Society.
Alan Payne fine ass was there.
He's fine.
He's still
fine as hell. And he ain't aged a day. He is fine as fuck. Okay. But I think I've seen pretty much everything else. I haven't seen all of Jason's Lyric. And then I haven't seen all of the House Parties.
Okay, I can give you that.
Because they're not appealing to me.
You see any Spike Lee movies?
And She's Gotta Have It. Spike Lee, what? Hell no. Nah. He set the tone.
What?
Groundbreaking.
Did you
groundbreaking?
Say, motherfucker, did you say Spike Lee's overrated?
Nah.
Shit, you was a lie.
Nah, I don't like that. I don't like hearing that. No, he was groundbreaking.
One of my favorite movies is School Days.
See, I have not seen that. Nope, I haven't seen that either.
I'm ready to fight.
Don't fight me, Pooh.
Not even
Storm
you.
me
Fight
out,
this
Debo.
motherfucker
Yeah,
right
because
here.
Spike Lee definitely changed the game. And I feel like, and one thing that I respected out of Spike Lee and another producer, Eddie Murphy, all inclusive.
Don't
Show
put-
love to
don't-
everybody.
Don't put Eddie Murphy in this.
I feel like Eddie Murphy,
I'ma
he
start
gave
singing.
everybody their time to shine.
I'll start singing this motherfucker.
Uh-oh.
We say, Jimmy want a real. Jimmy want a steak. Jimmy
Jimmy
want a piece of your chocolate cake.
Okay, Jimmy want more.
Jimmy want more. Jimmy want
more.
more.
Okay. Curtis was supposed to love me.
Love me.
Okay, that's one of my favorite movies for sure. Yep, Dreamgirls for sure.
That man had a singer career.
Who Eddie Murphy?
He done dibbled and dabbled in everything.
And he also created a platform for a lot of up and coming actors and actresses. Like if you look at movies like Harlem Nights, if you look at Boomerang, Coming to America, he made sure anybody and everybody that was up and coming had their 30 seconds, 10 seconds, 12 seconds of fame
with that goofy
to
ass
offer
laugh.
that exposure. And I feel like we don't have enough of that anymore. People who are African American and they were privileged with that platform are not offering enough exposure to other up and coming. You gotta reach back and you gotta reach down.
Tyler Perry, I feel like he gives a very he gives diversity. Let me tell you that. Talk your shit.
I'm on the fence about Tyler Perry, honestly. I don't know how I feel about Tyler Perry.
Okay.
I'm tired of that. I'm tired of the same shit from Tyler Perry.
Now I've heard people say that.
And I'm tired of the stereotypes that he play into.
As far as like with women.
Okay. Why we gotta struggle before we see success? In every instance that he portrays or that every storyline, it's a woman being battered. It's a woman being scorned. It's a woman on the come up. It's a man doing her wrong. It's, she thugging, she fucked up. I'm tired of that narrative that he pushes, and it falls head first into the stereotypes that we already work every day to diminish. And I think that with his platform, he should be a little more empowering and uplifting. Period. Like success does not always have to be at the end of the tunnel for all of his movies. I don't like seeing that. I'm tired of seeing Madea ass. I like Madea better when she was in plays, personally.
I thought Madea died.
She did. It's Madea's funeral.
I
ain't see it because I'm tired of her. But she was. But I wish he would have stayed true to his authentic self. Them plays was off the damn chain. I love me some Tyler Perry plays, but when he started making them movies and it's the same couple artists, the wigs in the movies, I was tired of looking at them. I know you remember in the Diary of a Mad Black Woman, that braided wig Shamar Moore had on. Bro, I ain't have time for that. Okay?
That wig was horrible.
That wig was awful.
That
lace was not melted like them braids said. You better lay low. Like for real, girl. I'm
No, it was more like
okay. Yeah, so it's just, Tyler Perry, like I commend him for all that he has achieved, but he could do better. That's just my personal opinion. Yeah. I feel like you don't feel the same way, Pooh.
Tyler Perry one I seen was the one Irene.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like it got to be too much. It was just real repetitive. Like
I think it was the Browns.
That was a good one. I like the Meet the Browns
I love
movie.
me some Jennifer Lewis.
Yeah, that's my girl. That's me.
My daddy was no Rolling Stone.
Okay, she was like, Pop Brown ain't had no more kids. Who is this?
Yeah, I love me some Jennifer Lewis.
I am the baby of this family. Yeah, man, I love me some Jennifer Lewis. So when he kind of went that direction, I was like, okay, he's introducing woo woo, but even with his shows like the haves and the have nots and shit like that,
I've never seen
like that shit is just so.
Only Tyler Perry show I've seen kind of on and off was House of Pain.
That was,
and that's because Alan Payne fine ass is on there.
Look at you, look just fast.
Huh?
They reintroduced it.
Yeah, it's back on.
Yeah.
And I forgot what's her name, but I like that actress that plays
His wife. Yes. Yep.
I love her.
Yeah.
She was also in Housewives of Atlanta.
Yeah, she was dating Roger Bob. Because that's all she fucking talked about on the whole time she was with. He's like a really affluent producer in Atlanta. So the whole time that she was, because I'm a real big Real Housewives fan. She mentioned him quite a bit.
You been keeping up with Potomac?
No, I haven't. But I haven't really found interest in the Real Housewives of Potomac. I haven't caught them yet. I've seen maybe a couple episodes.
You've been keeping
Potomac? Yeah. Look, he said, hell yeah. Look.
Listen. Housewives of Potomac. Now
I heard it was good.
In New Jersey.
It's like on the East Coast.
Yeah, it's somewhere like in New Jersey, like a weird little weird spot.
They light skinned. From Maryland?
From Maryland?
Some of the Braxtons.
Oh yeah.
Some of the Braxtons.
Yeah,
it's people famous from Maryland.
Who ain't got no money? Okay, but see, back to Potomac. See, you we here. So yeah, so Giselle.
Okay,
see, that's where we go. So Giselle is the one that's kind of getting on my damn nerves right now. He supposed to be the pastor.
Okay, so which one? Because I know I was watching some of the
Don't
previews.
judge him. Don't judge him.
He he is he who without seeing shall cast the first stone. Okay. But I saw some previews or like clips of
the fight,
the Potomac. Now, who husband, girl? I like tea like this. Who husband was like gay or homosexual?
Oh, okay. Yeah, so listen.
Okay,
it's a few wives, right? Mm-hmm. So you must be talking about Ashley.
I don't know.
No, that's who you talking about. You talking about Ashley?
He was grabbing booty.
Yeah. She the one. She had a baby with him, and I think she pregnant again. They be saying he on the low, or whatever the case may be. Okay. But I guess they both dibble and dabble.
Okay.
Whatever.
So you think is their marriage open?
I guess so. That's what kind of came out.
Okay.
So the issue is, I guess, so on this season, from what the clips I've seen, Candace and Monique got into a fight. Candace said, drag me. Monique dragged that ass.
Okay.
You ask and you shall receive.
Period.
Okay. So they going through this whole court proceeding or whatever. Giselle.
About the altercation.
Correct.
Okay.
Giselle.
Who pressed charges? I'm sorry.
Candace pressed charges on her.
Because she got drugged.
Correct.
Okay, I'm up to speed.
Retaliated.
Okay.
So back to homie in the audience here, what he was saying is Giselle don't want to be around Monique because she feel like she's, oh my God, like she can't control herself, right? Because she done grabbed a bitch or whatever, right? But she told her to do it.
She said, drag me.
Because it's the thing.
The Bible says.
Outside the Bible, okay?
I was going to take it to church because the Bible says ask.
The street Bible says. That's like when we tell motherfuckers it's on site, bitch, you can't say, well, you can't whip my ass here. You can't whip my ass there. Bitch, you say drag me. Well,
you going to get drugged.
Right, but you can't also keep poking the bear and don't think the bear ain't going to get tired and going to jump and get on that ass, right?
Yeah.
So Giselle, okay. Right. So Giselle asked, the thing with her is she's like she got this reputation to uphold because like what he was saying, I guess her ex-husband, I think it was, what was he saying or something, her ex-guy or whatever is a pastor or whatever in the church.
Okay.
So I guess she supposed to be like a first lady or whatever.
Shit.
But
he the one that's a man of the cloth, not me.
What he out here procreating with people in his congregation apparently. And she got back with him. So it was like, don't sit here and throw stones at glass houses.
Right.
Don't do that. Period. For the sound effect. Don't do that. Okay. So you're gonna get me preaching up here.
Okay.
Right. So don't do that. So now fast forward because of the altercation, they want Miss Karen. I like her, the grand dame of Potomac.
So she like the older one. I think I know who you're talking about.
She basically been dropping some gems. She like, well, I'm not choosing sides because both of y'all are wrong for the altercation. Y'all too grown for this shit. Both of y'all wrong. But y'all not finna make me choose between this because I'm gonna hold her accountable, but I'm also hold this one accountable. So come now, fast forward, you know, they all be having different events or whatever. And Karen basically asked her, like, niece, like, you know, what's good? Like, why your man not basically here? You be in everybody else's tea, basically.
Yeah, what's tea?
Well, I don't feel like my guy has to be here, and I have to bring him around you guys to show that I'm with him. But like she said, if he's a man, your man is proud of your woman, and therefore you should be proud of anything she does and be there.
It ain't about what it looks
about
like to
showing off to anybody else. You should be able to support your significant other.
Period. Yes.
But I don't care if I'm slanging dope. You sitting right here.
I'm gonna need you to be standing right here with the crackheads. Tell them get in line.
Get in line.
Yeah.
So we can serve your ass
straight up.
Period.
Yeah.
So that's the tea with that.
You know what other show I seen that kind of scenario happen on, and I was so pissed. Basketball Wives. I am so done with them. How they did OG. Are you familiar with what happened? Girl, they had OG fucked up.
That whole crowd was fucked up.
That whole crowd, and I'm so happy Tammy left that platform. Like she really kind of she grew out of that.
Yeah, it was no longer more so about a sisterhood or whatever. No. And everybody wasn't fucking wives.
None of them. The only one who had a husband was OG.
That wasn't her husband.
Well, there we go.
Shawnee was divorced.
Shawnee was divorced and miserable and two-faced.
You think she was miserable?
Absolutely. I feel like Shawnee, what's the word I'm looking for? I feel like Shawnee instigated a lot of what went on that show.
She was the executive producer.
She was very biased, and I honestly don't agree with that. I feel like as an executive producer, you either gonna executive produce some shit behind the scenes, or you gonna be in charge of the cast, or you gonna be on the cast. You either gonna be in charge of the girls, or you gonna mingle with the girls. You can't take your pick. No, because I feel like a lot of people had it was a lot of restraints in the type of conversations. In any interaction
that people had with her,
because they knew she was executive producer.
Yeah, because she did get called a bitch, and
she told the girl, "Thank you for that's not cool. That's not fair. Like if you're gonna have somebody on this show and you are a castmate, oh bitch, you gonna get treated like a castmate.
From a cash your ass out, mate.
Okay,
that's what she did,
and she cast it, and I don't think that was fair because you're not gonna, sit and interact with us and say what you want to say and do what you want to do. I don't think you
can't have both though, because like look at the Braxtons.
You see how that went.
How it go?
Tamar attempted to commit suicide.
Well, I know that, and I would have left too, though.
Yeah,
I would have left
as like a Braxton.
I would have probably,
yeah. And honestly, like that whole
my
show,
mental health is more important.
Period. And that whole show, like I can't indulge in the Braxton family values. I feel like they are sacrificing the unification of their family for TV time, and
but
it's sad. They messy as hell.
But it seemed like that they had issues prior going to that,
absolutely,
and they never actually resolved those issues.
They never
before going on TV. Correct. And some of that shit starting to come to light, and they don't want to talk. And they don't want
to talk about the right stuff either, because
when they do talk about it, because I kind of see that clip with Ayana.
I ain't like how they came at Miss Tamar. No, they had Tamar fucked up.
Because they had me fucked up.
Yeah.
I'm a grown ass woman.
Yeah.
Kind of having people kind of messed up a little bit.
Ayana mouth slick as hell.
You know who he is. I can put him out because he's right watching his live.
Okay.
But he got blocked by her.
What he do to Ayana?
How can you fix people's lives when you can't fix your edges? Like you out here with a Boosie fag. And she got blocked.
Ayana?
Was that a sound effect?
I like that because that's exactly what it was. That's like round.
Yeah, he told her like, "Bitch, how can you be out here fixing everybody's lives, but you can't fix your line?" And like you.
And she be going a little too hard in the paint. Like I understand what your mission is, what your you know what I'm saying, what your background is in, but I need you how to come correct with the advice and the counsel that you give. I need you to counsel me accordingly.
It's not what you say; it's how you say it.
It's how you say it, and that should be the first thing you learn as a psychologist, as a counselor, as a therapist. All that. As somebody, mama, because we grown.
Yeah, we grown.
Yeah, she is. She on her own network. She a part of that little circle.
I ain't had that by the feet. I got Roku.
You is silly, but she on own. She be on own network. So.
Oh. Okay, so she with Harpo.
Yeah, she with her. You stupid dog. Harpo Entertainment.
Harpo Entertainment. I know. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but I feel like they just don't want to talk about it.
Yeah,
Everything not for TV.
that's what I'm saying. Because it's like if it's to the point where the issues that's going on with the family is causing someone that much emotional distress to where they consider taking their own life, as a family, as my sister, as my mother. Because it's not even like it's just the Braxton sisters. Your mother is on this show.
The daddy is too.
The daddy, he makes, occasional appearances here and there.
Mm-hmm.
But your mother is on this show and is seeing maybe not you always being wrong, you always being right. But your mother is seeing, irregardless of what's going on, I agree that irregardless of you right or wrong, this show is causing you emotional distress.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, y'all gonna have to wrap this shit up because my baby got some shit going on, and it's bigger than this TV shit. That's not right.
All money ain't good money.
All money ain't good money, and it shouldn't
all money
come
spend though.
Okay, sorry. But it shouldn't. There's not a dollar amount that I would spend that I would have traded in my mental health for. And that's just
so you would never do reality TV?
Oh, we could do some reality TV, but if it becomes too much, I'll bow out gracefully.
Okay.
If it's impacting the people that I love, the relationships that I cherish, it's time to move around.
Okay.
Yep. Yeah, that's why I understand the Kardashians. They step down.
I never watched.
They have their. I love that show. I love that show. I honestly learned so much about the Kardashians, and it allowed me to have a respect for them that I wouldn't have probably had because I see how you looking.
I don't have.
Yeah,
I've never seen it.
Yeah,
I seen that clip.
Yeah, look at that clip. Look at you.
I'm sorry, I'm a messy bitch for that one. I guess I seen the clip. And yeah, when she slapped her, I was like, "Ooh, shit!" Like, I keep rewinding. She slapped fire.
They was going hard in the paint. But that's a really good show. Like, I honestly liked it.
Okay.
But, they said it was time, especially, with the stuff that's going on with Kanye West. She said it was
time. Who the hell voted for him?
A lot of people voted for Kanye.
Right. Listen.
I feel like you definitely voted for Kanye, bro. He gives me, honestly.
Look,
honestly, on what though? Based on our past conversations and interactions, I could see you voting for Kanye. Yeah. Yeah.
You know what? Everybody entitled to their opinion. Joe Biden still won.
That's gonna be in any case, but it's who's more capable of getting something done. You don't think neither Biden or Trump?
But a lot of people voted for Trump because they thought he was going to see 100 again.
Damn, broke ass.
No. Now, see, now he could have gave me 1,200.
Man,
he could have gave me that free 1,200 again. I still was gonna vote the other way.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm
you
sorry.
You can be bought.
1,200 is light. I spend that in a day.
Dude said I can be bought.
And that's not even me trying to sit there and jack.
No, that's bills, baby.
Hello? 12 disappeared.
Yeah, when you grown, you got responsibilities. 12 is gone.
Hey, you talk 1,200 right here. It's gone in less than 30
like
seconds.
What? That's what? A light bill?
That's not even hush money.
Yeah, that ain't even shut the fuck up money. Okay? That ain't even
hey, that ain't even a sit your fart up. That ain't even bitch shit your ass up money.
Yeah, that ain't even a hey. Nah.
That ain't even that. What they doing to me with Ike? That ain't even the Ike with the bang.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, that
little bowl cut.
Yeah, that's not even the Ike look.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, I couldn't have went for 1,200 because I honestly feel like the lives that was lost was worth. We only in 8 months. In the last 8 months, you gave us $1,200. We done
8 months, the whole year.
Well, now at this point, but I'm saying no, it wasn't the whole year because COVID didn't come around. Listen,
COVID been here since the beginning of the year.
It wasn't declared a state of emergency and everything didn't get shut down until
COVID.
March 18th because I knew they sent my kids home. My kids been home ever since, baby. Yeah. So I marked that day down in my mental calendar. Your ass has been home since March. Look, y'all been home since March 18th. That be me. So that's about 8 months. But in 8 months, you giving us $1,200. Everybody done lost their fucking job. You expect us to live off the $1,200. We watching you give corporations instead of small business bailouts.
True.
All this racial tension
you know
going
they say it was
on.
people
You're
that
not doing anything
They
to
were saying people that were even deceased was getting that money.
that was deceased. So then what happened?
Yeah,
that makes sense though.
Because
And that's what I'm saying. Even the whole delivery was flawed.
Yeah, I got mine's like I didn't get my check. I told you I think until like July, August. I ain't Miss Mama's over here to get that check right away. I thought I was gonna get it. I was like, and if I did, I'm like, shoot, I'm still working.
Yeah, but no, it didn't. It didn't like everything. I feel like he should have had a handle on this year. He completely fucking fumbled as a president. I don't. And you know what's crazy to me is his stupid ass supporters surprised. I'm sorry, I gotta call it a spade a spade.
Hey,
His supporters are surprised that with everything that we've seen happen this year, that ain't nobody fucking with him. That it must be fraud because we know everybody loves him.
Everything gotta be fraud though with him.
I don't get that.
It was a surprise.
I don't get it.
He supposed to be filing something on Monday talking about
file your ass an application to unemployment. That's what y'all.
Listen,
you stand your ass in line.
Somebody
for unemployment
Somebody DM'd him on Instagram.
Who? Trump?
Yes, somebody DM'd Trump on Instagram and asked him, so are you packing up and leaving today or tomorrow? Let me know so I can take off of work and we can come help you pack your shit and get out the White House.
Okay, I see. And that ain't even Trump. And that ain't even Trump though. That ain't even Trump. That's Melania. Melania. Her ass the one that got that Penske.
I don't think she was ever there.
She was gonna leave regardless. But when we see before they even announced who won the presidential election, she had a moving truck. She said, "Motherfucker, it's time to go. I am tired of this shit." She's been tired of his
probably
ass.
never wants to be a part of
it. No. Melania was like, "Hey, yes, yeah." Melania probably voted for Biden. I wouldn't be surprised. You can tell.
The tables turned. You think Miss Mama's voted for him?
I do. I think Melania was like, "Hey, this nigga," because it's like, just imagine, as all political shit aside. First of all, nigga, your hair comes off every night. You gotta pull that. You gotta pull that. What is it called?
A toupee.
You gotta pull that toupee off. Can you imagine how the fuck it look how he looked like waking up next to him?
Time to time too. So,
man, that's definitely a toupee.
Yes,
but I'm saying, first of all, I gotta watch you do this every night. And ain't no telling this man. Hey, this man probably got dentures. Ain't no telling. First of all, you ugly.
But me and my man, we both can be pulling our hair off at night.
Okay, that's fine. But I'm talking in Melania's case. Secondly, everybody in America hates you.
First of all, nigga, you orange.
Yes.
Okay. We go get that taken care of. We not pulling this off. We gonna go to Tay and get you hooked up with it. We're gonna get this glued down.
I'm talking about. Can you imagine their arguments? Bitch ass nigga. That's why everybody hates you. Do like
your hair fucked up. That's my piece of hair you got today.
You look dusty. Your toupee uneven. Look. Your toupee, right? That toupee. Look. Penske waiting on us at the door. It's time to go for real.
Oh, how do you think Pence feeling?
He been MIA.
He been
saying fuck it. He already knew what time it was. We ain't seen Pence when Donald Trump during the election. We ain't seen Pence since November 2nd. Okay. Oh yeah, he said because they ate his ass up. Remember?
Yeah.
When he got that fly, he said, "Fuck this." He said, "I can't do 4 more years of this." I honestly feel like his whole team deserted him. Had him, man. That nigga cried in the car after he did his speech, like during the election
Like
process.
dude from Friday.
He walked up. He said, like he had the world on his shoulders when he walked off that stage. Yeah, he was crying in the car for sure, for sure.
Was he crying like the Tin Man?
He cried in the car. That's all I'm saying.
All I know is, listen, I shared on Facebook. I seen somebody else saying
Mhm.
about what everybody wearing for the inauguration ball. Bitches, I'm about to step. I don't know about you.
Okay,
I'm in
you
there in
gon-
spirit.
what you
Don't
wearing?
worry about it. But I'm showing a little thigh. Okay.
Okay, let me see. I might wear a little suit, little suit number, black tie. Hey, baby.
Listen, I'll fly out there just to say I'm out there.
I honestly, all jokes aside, though, like I'm really hopeful, that with the new election, well, with the new candidates and the new vice president and the president, that we do see a change, not only in what's going on politically, but just like the tension that has been going on with actual Americans. The red, you know what I'm saying? Because you can cut it with a knife. Yeah, it's a big ass elephant in the room.
Wisconsin, listen, went from red to blue, baby.
Yeah, because I was worried. I was hating everybody. I was done with Wisconsin. Yeah, because it's like, it, it hits close to home when you actually live in the state. So, like, for example, Texas was blue at first, then it turned red. Okay, that's Texas. I wasn't surprised.
Real quick about Texas. The only thing is, it's a lot of people down there. When this motherfucker was not building a wall,
Mhm.
y'all should be the first ones out there. And they were. Now, we don't know. We don't see the ballot.
Mhm.
But I feel like it should have been probably a little bit closer than what it was.
I don't, because you got to think Texas has a whole shoreline that contains oil rigs, refineries, and things like that. There is a lot of business tycoons that would have benefited
Someone else said that too.
from the tax proposals that Trump had presented. So, and he probably had money invested in them. He probably had business relationships, sponsorships, campaign, all of that, to where it was financially beneficial to vote red. But like I was saying, when you see states like Texas, okay, Kentucky, okay, I expected that. But when it's the state that you live in and you interact and you go into the store, you go into the courthouse, you get, you live in your everyday life, and to know that it was so many people that have voted for Trump, somebody who represents maybe not racism. I say racism, but for some reason it's debatable. But racism, sexism, just all of these things that are not positive and are not conducive to us being a united community. It's hard to see that. Damn, you probably vote. You know what I'm saying? It happening right. Absolutely. Absolutely. And but it's hard to believe though, because you don't want to believe it. You don't. I'm saying it's not hard to believe because we see it all the time. I see it so much on Fox 6 Milwaukee. I'm gonna honestly unfollow that page. I don't like, girl, if you look at all of anything that they have posted on there, you see so much racism, so much hatred.
You're the second person today that said something to me about that. One of my friends was like, everybody else is calling it. It's basically saying that Biden won except Fox 6.
Fox 6, they allow. And honestly, I don't understand why they're not blocking people, why they're not removing comments. They allow so much racist comments, so much hateful content on anything that they post. And it could be completely unrelated to politics. It could be a man got ran over by a semi truck. Will that nigger deserve to die? It's that deep. It's that deep on the Fox 6 Milwaukee Facebook page. It be that deep, and they just let that shit ride. So seeing that, it was really frustrating for me. Yeah, it's bad, right? It's really bad. And I'm calling them out. I know this is a live platform. Hopefully this is something that they can see. That shit not right. That shit not right.
So you want all the smoke?
It's not. I want all the smoke. I don't think that is right. Because that's the only news station that, well, it's not the only one, because we also have 58. But that's the prominent news station of our community, and they encourage, almost instigate violence, division, and racism. They really do. And I'm tired of seeing that shit. For real. I don't know how we got that deep, but it's crazy.
No, that's fine.
Yeah, like a girl, I'm gonna show you some of their posts. Like I'll be like, what?
I know I don't follow any news stations in particular, but I know when a lot of the writings was going on,
They was going crazy.
and yeah, I would say I see when I did see, like, some of the new platforms that are here in Wisconsin, going live and sharing on their Facebook. I did see a lot of comments.
They be going crazy.
A few comments, of people saying certain stuff,
Yeah.
but they not really removing it. And the thing is, though, so if you don't know, I'm in school right now, and Facebook actually have guidelines.
Exactly. So it's like
I learned about that more in my English class, because we have to basically do a lot of these different type of writing assignments on it. And it's like, even it seems like Facebook is so quick to block, throw your ass in Facebook jail on certain stuff, and it may not even be in ill intent. But it's people out here that's saying stuff with ill intent, and you're not blocking it.
And especially on news stations, because it's a lot of people, like, you mentioned, I don't have cable.
I didn't mention that.
Oh, you didn't? I was just playing. I ain't
but
mean to
I
say
got
that.
it. I got Roku. That's fine.
I got Roku too. That's what I'm saying. Like, don't nobody have cable no more.
I work too damn much to be.
And that's what I'm saying. Nobody has cable anymore. Not just you. I don't have it. But when we are still on social media, so we follow these news pages, because although I don't have cable, I still want to keep up with what's going on in my community, what's going on in my area, what should I be advised of. And so for us to see such biased content, that's not fair. It's just not fair. And honestly, I think that they need to do something about it.
But I mean,
and well, one thing that I do appreciate about Facebook,
remember that damn lady who she was on that boy doing that damn protest, and everybody went to whoop her ass, and they found her. That was, I see that on Facebook.
Yeah, me too. Facebook fine. Twitter will too.
Right,
but Twitter staff.
You got the very uncensored.
Yeah.
What really happened versus on the news, it was watered down. I'm sorry, I was like the cowboy shit out of her.
Yeah, she was clowning.
Yeah, I said cowboy.
And it's funny because they know what
COVID or no COVID.
And they are very, very manipulative when it comes to what is released. They know what type of reaction they're looking for. It's a preconceived reaction that they are set to receive, and they do everything they can to do that. And so that's why it's like, you know what, but one thing about Facebook that I do like is now when there is posts that you want to share regarding political content,
it's asking you,
not only is it asking you, but it's letting you know that this is not valid. It's been fact checked.
I think they're doing it now though too, especially with the election.
Trump passed that law.
Since when he passed the law.
Do you don't remember? When it was
I just started seeing that 2 days ago.
No. I've seen it for a while. I remember during the pandemic, I was mad at that nigga. I was angry tweeting him, because I feel like we got people dying of a pandemic, and you trying to update privacy settings and legitimacy settings on Facebook. We have bigger fish to fry. But honestly, looking forward, I do appreciate that, because it's a lot of stuff that is going on that incites so much negative reaction and responses that don't even be true.
I'm gonna be real with you. I just started seeing it like a day or two when it surrounding the election, and when it was asking everybody, "Are you sure you want to share this? Because it might not be correct."
What it is it's doing it immediately. I would see it maybe like a couple hours later. So I would share a post, and then I would go, like if I was to go to my page, it'd be like, this post was removed, or just to be advised, this post does not have factual information, so it wasn't in real time. Now it's more accurate and up to date, and I think it is because of the election, and people was dependent on social media for like poll results and things like that. So I think they made it more real time. But that was something that was implemented, I want to say back in May or April or May. I remember that because I'm like, you worried about the wrong shit, bro.
He's always been worried.
Always. Yep. That was around the time he was trying to get TikTok banned, because they was eating his ass up on there.
I ain't been on TikTok like that.
Yeah.
I just know the one.
Oh, shake it out. Wait. Look.
That's all I know. That's all I know.
No, I'm
And
a
then
savage.
I know that one.
Yeah, that's girl, my baby. Come on.
Wait, and I know the wait. You want to fight? I want to tussle. Wait, yeah, I know that one a little bit. I ain't know that at that
Yeah.
moment, but I know that one a little bit. I was trying to figure out how to do TikToks at work.
Period. Pooh. But yeah, that was around all that time when he was doing all that. So I mean, it is what it is. I think we could do better, and I hope with our new president in place, we can really kind of figure out how to move forward.
What are some things that you would like to see happen?
Like with
They going through January 20th.
see, listen, honestly, because I was listening to, we've been watching CNN literally since Tuesday. Not us per se, but
I said I haven't.
CNN has been on one of my TVs.
Real side note, CNN savage today.
Today?
Did you see? Did you? They didn't beep out the fuck Donald Trump song.
Listen.
They was savage.
Let's not say today. I'm talking about the day, poll day. I'm talking about poll day.
Oh,
They was going in on him. They said, man, he's just a sore loser. I don't understand. Like, they was eating his ass up. We was rolling. But what I will say is CNN did mention Joe Biden's journey.
Okay.
He's been in politics for the last 30 years. He's seen a lot of hardships. This is his third time running for president. His third time. This is his third run. This is his third and successful run. And I just really hope that, for one, I understand timing is everything. It wasn't his time.
Okay.
Now is his time. I really want Joe Biden to rise to the occasion. You waited this long. You done been through this much. Take this, and it's not going to be easy. It's going to be an uphill battle, and I know for a fact he's going to get fought tooth and nail every step of the way. But really rise to the occasion and try to do what's best for us. Most importantly, we need to figure out what the fuck going on with COVID. We need to figure out, I feel like, Trump's plan was to figure out how to live with COVID. We need to figure out how to get rid of COVID. We did have this conversation, but
it's like the flu, bro.
And it is the flu, but we are seeing
it's just a very more intense strain of it.
And that's understandable. But the way that it is infecting people and it is killing people, it really and I ain't even and honestly, I really feel like it's like like the flu times 2, okay? Because the flu kills too. But the financial and economic impact of this virus is what needs to be addressed. Or we gonna be fucked up. It's plummeting. So it's just like he needs, I don't know if to make the numbers go down so that people can return back to work. I work for a government agency, and the things that I see, it's like, hey, like something needs to happen. Something needs to change. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like,
you need to approve marijuana.
Yeah.
Oh,
come on.
Sorry.
But
sorry.
No,
I mean,
I
want to have smooth streets.
Yeah. But I think that's the first thing that needs to be done is the fight against COVID. I really do. I feel like because it's a domino effect. It's impacting everything else. Whether we want to debate about how serious the virus is, what kind of impact it's actually having, we need to figure out how to, I don't know, kind of reestablish our economy because of the damage that has been caused. Yeah. Like, not about the virus per se, because it's neither here nor there. I feel like a lot of the people that have passed away, I'm sure that they've had pre-existing conditions. There were other factors or what have you. You know what I'm saying? Or what have you. Like, it is what it is. But there's been a lot of there's been a lot of different effects that is impacting everybody's lives in such a negative way. Kids are out of school. They've been out of school since March 18th. March 18th. They've been out of school since March 18th.
If you say March 18th.
March fucking 18th, okay? So it's just a lot of things that are being impacted. People, jobs, finances, businesses, everything. So we really got to get a handle on it. What about you? What do you want to see change?
For them, um, economically,
Yeah.
more so. Um, and then I feel like with the tax cuts, I feel like wherever I feel like the money that they do get from that,
Okay.
I hope it does go somewhere that's more beneficial, even in the communities more so. Like actually, we had a conversation about this, or kind of more so like in my economics class,
Mm-hmm.
and my paper was like on the liberal conservative, and I said, talked about the wage difference, and then as far as Kamala and Biden's tax cut. And I just feel like, if they do increase the taxes on the people, more so like celebrities, that money that they're, taking from them or that's being paid needs to go to somewhere that's beneficial into the community, or even to help the economy overall get back
Yeah.
into a place, or how to maneuver around it.
And I know that,
But some good needs to be done with it.
yeah. And I also know, like Joe Biden and Kamala Harris, they are a Democratic Party. So their views on like government assistance and things are different. And, what they are willing to do for, the lower and middle class or up and coming class is different than what it would be like a liberal or even a Republican. But I do think that there needs to be some revision to level the playing fields. Do I think that it's fair that, or do I think that billionaires should have taxes should increase? Absolutely. Like y'all making money off of us, the middle and lower class. But there's definitely is a but, because we also see the middle and lower class, um, like I said, funding the lives of these celebrities, because the celebrities are famous because of us.
Correct.
We are lower and middle class. We make sure we buy all their shoes, we buy their content, we stream their music, we do this, we do that. We want to be just like them. We're achieving or aspiring to live a lifestyle that is absolutely out of our means. So I feel like there needs to be restraints on government assistance as well, because instead of being on government assistance, work for what you want. You should be up and coming. This shouldn't be the last stop for you, especially if you have these aspirations to live a better life, but not put in the work to do so. Because I know that's more of a liberal approach to the.
Are you saying more so like everyone that's on government assistance? I'm not working on get some clarity. Everyone that's on government assistance doesn't always stay on that. Some people do graduate to the next level. So are you more so talking to the people who are comfortable with staying?
I'm talking to y'all that been on Section 8 since the 80s. I'm talking to y'all that has food stamps, Section 8, that get insurance, that get W-2, that get SSI for about 2 of your kids, but is in Miami once every 3 to 6 months. That got bundles. They getting over. It's not fair though to the working class.
You got money to pay. You got money to feed the kids and pay your rent, and they give you a check every month. Why not work that shit till you can't work no more? That's how they feel. So
and so I understand that that's how they feel, but that's coming. That's at. He said, I'm living my best life. And my point is, what they don't understand is that comes at the expense of people who have went to college for 4 to 6 years, who has $100,000 in student loan debt, who doesn't get any. So why should they have to pay? Why should they care if they not the ones that got to pay shit back? Damn, that's deep. So they shouldn't give a fuck. For them, hashtag living their best life. Why would they care about how you gotta pay their shit off? And that's the point I'm trying to make.
Yeah.
Give a fuck. Yeah. I need you to care just a little bit. This ain't gotta always be a dog. Why do we have to live in a
I think
dog
what
eat
she,
dog
I think
world?
with the part where she get into is the fact of, let's say Kamala and them come in, they just say, take all that shit away. What you
y'all
gonna
gonna
do?
do?
That right. That's deep.
That's what they gonna say. Ooh,
What you gonna do?
what are they gonna do? It's gonna be another.
Don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. I'm not gonna, like, for me.
Don't get a hustle is a hustle.
A
Is a
hustle is a
hustle is a
hustle.
hustle.
But don't get me wrong. I hear what you're saying. But okay, just like me, I go to work 40 hours plus a
40
week.
plus.
We go in here, go to work. But mad as a motherfucker. But the thing is, though, that shit ain't always guaranteed either. You always gotta have something, though. Don't always just sit here and depend on it. And I think that's what she getting to.
And that's what I'm saying.
Like,
And they shouldn't even set themselves
like when,
up.
when she
to
said
be in
it's
a way
students,
like that.
it's people that got student loans. I'm people.
And not only that, like, let's take it a step further. Let's get a little deeper. The ones who are on Section 8, child support or food stamps, X, Y, and Z, in order for them to qualify, if they have kids, you got to put your baby daddy on child support. Any man that's on child support that's not in the home, how does he feel about being on child support? He ain't fucking happy. So not only is you living off the government, but you paying a price because now you have confusion in your family unit, and there's spite. You know what I'm saying? There's all of these ill will feelings because I'm on child support just so she can get X, Y, and Z and live off. And not saying that men should not be on child support. I ain't saying that at all. But the government has a way of keeping African American and lower class families separated and controlled. And we have to wake up. And those benefits are one of the ways. We was talking today about how, they give women these lofts. If you have a certain amount of kids and you make sure you make under a certain amount of money, you get this nice place to live. It's a lot of women, I can guarantee you, 20 years later, still living that same loft, still not making any more than what that cutoff is.
Earlier?
Yes,
Yeah.
Not making any more because it's comfortable. But what have you done to better yourself? Have you created generational wealth? Are your kids set up? It's just a repeating cycle.
It's a repeated cycle
of
because I'm not gonna sit here, like I told her earlier, I ain't gonna sit here and act like shit. My mama had me at 16. Never realized that the place that we stayed in was considered Section 8, had food stamps, but we didn't live like it. Not saying like you gotta live like it, but
not saying that at one point in your life you don't.
But my mama
need
went
the
from
shit.
that,
come on,
and bettered herself. And my mama's a motherfucking nurse.
And not saying that there is not going to be a time.
Paying more taxes than motherfucking celebrities.
The system, but and see they thinking that they getting over on this system when the system working that ass over in the long run. It's a generational impact. The system catching up, and the system know, and they know what the fuck going on
because they got all that. They got all
the system don't know. They know, like, okay, I'm gonna let you think you playing me, but you playing yourself because you using all this money to go out of town. Is you putting this up? Are you putting yourself through school? Are you going to college? Have you started a business? Have you done bundles and hair? Okay, that's cute, but you know what I'm saying? They know, and the system allows it to an extent. They allow it. They know. Yeah,
Now they get to the shit because a lot of motherfuckers put their whole life on social media.
That is true.
Because
that is true.
Yep. Because I ain't gonna lie to you. I ain't gonna lie to you. If you see this video right now, you watching this live and you got that green card and you probably got.
Okay, you got that link.
Yeah.
Thanksgiving around the corner.
I
get a plate.
Yeah.
Posting crab legs, crab boils. Listen, lobster tails. Listen. And I just want to emphasize because we're not trying to. Yep. Because we're not trying to shame anybody who
absolutely
is
not.
in need of
Because
government
I'm not gonna
assistance.
jack. I ain't gonna jack. At one point in my life, shit, I was getting stamps.
Me
Hell,
too.
I'm never gonna lie.
Me too.
What I make, I try to get me a fucking loft. They
I
told
want stamps
I
so
want
bad.
stamps.
We is
but no, but they
thugging at
told
my
me in that
house.
loft I made too much fucking money. I'm like, how I make too much money, ma'am? It's only just you and your point. You make too much. This is it's income restrictions. Wait a minute, this is what? But I make too much money but it's me. This shit. How much is the full price then? Oh, you got me fucked up, boss.
Yeah, it be like that. And it's the ones that need stamps
Facts.
is the working class.
Hell,
Yep.
it even got to be a struggle. Stamps is convenient. Forget, ain't got to be no struggle.
Listen.
It's convenient.
Stamps is that ram in the bush. You hear me? I need some damn
The who?
stamps. That ram in the bush. That's like a blessing from God. It's a biblical term.
Okay.
Yeah. And I feel like I honestly like the working class. You can go to somebody unemployed house. They shit decked. They got snacks, juice, cookies, milk, steak. I'm talking about my refrigerator. It don't be empty, but hey, I could use a couple stamps.
I just take $100. I mean, my refrigerator look real nice, but I could take $100.
Yeah, you know. So it's just a lot of things that I see, and not to down anybody who is in need of these government programs, but it's just you got to think about the bigger picture. And I just really hope, like, with the next 4 years, we really start looking at the bigger picture of everything. One thing I will say is now more than ever, I do see a lot of people as entrepreneurs, business owners, designers.
Facts.
You know, opening up stores, opening up this. Like, it's beautiful to see.
And recycling the black dollar.
And recycling the black dollar. We have to continue with, but we also have to learn to govern ourselves accordingly. And I say that all the time. But what I mean by that is, instead of being on all of these government assistance to where you be so stressed out about who's coming next, who's going to be in office, be so much more self-sufficient to where it really don't fucking matter. Because they not paying my bills.
You know what, though?
If somebody get in here and say, cut all that shit off, I got to figure out where to go because I'm self-sufficient in my survival.
I mean, too.
You know?
I mean, this is my last thing before we wrap this up. I know for me, I'm not, like I said, I'm not gonna jack. I'd have been on food stamps before. Everybody done hit hard times at least once. I ain't even been on unemployment, but I'm gonna tell you right now, it don't even be so much as far as like what you like being concerned about who the next person is in office. It's also about the people that you work in offices. Just because I'm getting EBT, just because I'm right now I'm getting unemployment or whatever the case may be, they'll give you the okay to sit here and treat me like the bottom of the damn gun, your shoe.
Yeah.
Some people.
You know what? A lot of motherfuckers won't even tell you how they get shit depending on who you is.
Yeah, that is true.
And then some people don't even know about.
But let's talk about the programs that get you out the hood. Let's talk about first time homeowners assistance. Let's talk about shit like that. You want to set me up with some Section 8 ass shit.
Yeah.
Come on. They don't give those resources out.
You gotta know.
Come on.
Yeah. Knowledge is wealth.
Come on. And that's what I'm talking about. You know, they give us what they want to give us.
Yeah.
Yep.
You can use the I think they took it away, but if you were a first time business owner and a woman, you can get those possible grants back in the day for that.
Yeah. And they still giving grants for all of those things.
Yep.
And it's and where's that information?
The internet is your best friend.
Right. But just like how you can go and
saying.
apply for food stamps, they should have it right there too. Stop playing with us, bro. That's what I'm saying.
If you want us off this stuff so bad, then give me the resources.
Give us the resources.
I'm telling you, I remember one time I called unemployment because the system told me, the computer actually told me, bitch, you need to call unemployment.
It said, bitch. I ain't typed that.
Yeah, because it basically told me, it prompted me and gave me like an error message. I called, the girl didn't even want to help me. When I tell you I showed my ass so bad on the monitor and recorded calls.
Okay.
Listen, I went through about 3 people, even got a message like, hey, boo, like, listen, like, you cutting up, like, I'm trying to get the, yeah, you know why? Because you don't talk down to me. If I'm trying to explain to you what's going on, hear me out. Everybody ain't at the same, sweetheart.
And we all not trying to get over.
I'm trying to get out.
Okay, I'm trying to get up out.
I'm trying to
out
pay
of
my,
my
I'm trying to pay
struggle.
my rent and get up out of here.
Okay,
Until this real money come in.
Come on. For real. And that's what they don't understand. Like, I just wish all of those resources were presented, all of them, instead of the ones that keep us oppressed as a community. That's what I was saying.
And with that being said,
this is Woman to Woman Podcast. It's been a pleasure hanging out with y'all. Ray, please let them know where they can find us.
You can find us on Instagram at Woman to Woman, the number 2 _ podcast, on Facebook at Woman to Woman, the number 2 podcast. You can check us out on all podcast platforms, Spotify, iTunes, iHeartRadio, and Spreaker. And we'll be on Amazon Podcast
real soon. Yes. And it has been a pleasure, Ray. It's time to go.
Hey. It's time to go. Hey, it's time to go. The party.
It's time to go. But we also want to thank really quick Tone. He invited us to
what we thanking him for?
Showcase.
I'll just play.
You better watch him out.
He gave me that eternal look.
But we do want to,
He gave me that eternal look.
Look, he gave you the Ike Turner. Yeah, like okay to me. But we do want to thank Tone for inviting us. I think that we are closing this showcase out, right? All right, so it has been a pleasure.
He ain't even seen that motherfucker. That's what he said.
He said what you said. Bye, y'all. Take care.